तो कोई मैं ना रोके। हम्म, कोई
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to
हेलो
convince
एसकेएस
anyone to
भाई,
become a
क्या हाल?
wanderer.
डन. और माय फ्रेंड, हाउ आर यू?
The wind knows me.
Greetings, Honorary Knight. Greetings, Paimon.
भाई पता
My name
काजुआ
is
फिर से
Veda.
आ रहा.
I'm a knight from the logistics company. It's such an honor to meet the famous traveler and his loyal attendant.
हाँ ऑटो पे रख, ऑटो पे.
Wow, Paimon's fame is really spreading across the land! One small correction though. Paimon's his companion, not his attendant.
अटेंडेंट.
My apologies. I guess I got a bit carried away after hearing all about your exploits. It's just like something out of a novel. You're
ठीक हूँ भाई, अरे मैं भी ठीक भाई, बस थोड़ा गर्मी ज़्यादा है.
Jealous? Actually, I'd love to wander the land in search of adventure. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping at least.
आईपीएल नहीं देखते क्या एसकेएस भाई?
We've got some prep work to wrap up, right? My orders from the acting grandmaster are to support your business in any way that I can.
काजुआ
If
एंड
there's
एमुलेट.
anything you need, just let me know. You're in luck.
10 दिन में आने वाला है, तो C2 कर लूं क्या काजुआ को? 10 प्रीमोज है मेरे पास. नहीं करना है. ऑल राइट भाई. अच्छा ये कोई इवेंट चल रहा, विश करूं क्या आज? आई थिंक होनी चाहिए. ओह, रेवेन्यू रीचेस, ये क्या है? गो टू शॉप, यू हैव रीच द एरिया ऑफ द शॉप. अच्छा ये कोई इवेंट है आई गेस, यार मेरे को पैसा मिलेगा. आई कैन नॉट गेट इट. ओ बेसिकली अभी मैं अभी समझा, मैंने नई दूसरे कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बोल दिया. अरे भाई भाई भाई, फिश इधर जाते हैं. अरे हाँ हाँ मैं समझ गया. मेरे को आई जस्ट रियलाइज कि मैं किसी आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट बात पे कुछ बोल दिया हूँ. विश करना था ना मेरे को. 133 भाई, सो क्लोज भाई, सो क्लोज. एक 4 स्टार तो मिल ही जाएगा साइट का.
It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
अरे अरे दवन भाई, क्या हाल? गाइड, अच्छा मैं आगे स्टार्ट कर सकता हूँ क्वेस्ट बेसिकली आई गेस. हाँ अभी मैं स्टार्ट कर सकता ये वाला क्वेस्ट. बट बिफोर दैट quest I would like to do wishes. वन भाई, एआर कितना हुआ तेरा?
Wind Strider!
मैंने इतना काजुआ से खेला ना, तो मेरे को लगता है काजुआ ही मेन कैरेक्टर है.
Abyssosk. I am sorry, but you have not yet completed.
63. एसकेएस भाई विश करूं क्या? 10 विश वैसे भी करना तो है ही. इवेंट कर लूं? श्योर. विश करूं? भी मत करूं? अरे भाई यार चलो ठीक है, इफ यू से मैं नहीं करूंगा।
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
नेविलेट बैनर पे। अरे वैसे भी मेरा पिटी देखो ना, मिलना नहीं है कुछ मेरे को। अभी 3-4 का ही पिटी है, शाव मिल चुका है मेरे को। इवेंट करूं या फिर क्वेस्ट करूं? इवेंट में क्या है? हाँ एग्जैक्टली वही हो रहा है मेरे साथ। कर देते हैं, ऐसा करते हैं विश। एक 4 स्टार को ही देख, डियोना मिलेगी मेरे को। भाई ये क्या हुआ? कुछ 5 स्टार आ रहा है मेरे को दिख रहा। ये क्या था? जीन, डियोना, फॉर नो रीजन। भाई 3-4 की पिटी थी यार, और जीन तो बैनर पे भी नहीं थी। ये कहां से मिल गई? और एक कोई शॉर्ट भी मिली है मेरे को। ये शॉर्ट बढ़िया है ना? भाई लिटरली कसम से 4 की पिटी थी मेरी। शॉर्ट कैसी है? कचरा है या फिर काम का है? कंपोज आफ्टर डैमेजिंग, ठंडी शॉर्ट लग रही है, नेविलेट जैसी। 50-50, हाँ पहली 50-50 आ रहा हूं मैं आज। ठीक शॉर्ट है। किसके लिए है ये? काया को दे दूं? डियोना तो देखो उम्मीद थी मेरे को कि आएगी।
Ta-da! No! Oh.
अच्छा ये कोई और है, डोरी है। माइंड, फिर भी मेरे पास एक कैरेक्टर है पहले से। ये वाला लेवल अप नहीं, कॉन्स्टिलेशन बढ़ाना है मेरे को। असेंड करके कोई फायदा होगा इसको? नहीं करूंगा, बेनेट को करूंगा असेंड। जीन भाई सारे मेरे को ये 5 स्टार ही इसको कर सकते हैं असेंड। बेनेट कहाँ गया? बेनेट, बेनेट, बेनेट।
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
यार एक ही चाहिए मेरे को, ये छोटा सा लावा। चलो ये लेके आते हैं।
Or not.
मेरे को क्या चाहिए? मेरे को चाहिए ये। बेनेट, 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 बेनेट।
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? I'm catch.
अगर ऐड करूंगा भी मैं, क्या 40 लेवल हो पाऊंगा? नहीं हो पाऊंगा। सही में ला रहे भाई आप, या तो एनिमो से ब्लेस्ड हो या कर्ज हो। आप भाई लिटरली मैं इतने सारे एनिमो कैरेक्टर क्या करूंगा? वॉन्डरर,
Benny's adventure team
काजुआ,
assemble!
शाओ, जीन फॉर नो रीजन। मैं तो कह रहा था मेरे को 4 स्टार पायरो ही दे दो, 5-6 लेवल अप हो सकते हैं, बट हाँ इसको करूंगा लेवल अप।
Oh, ow!
अरे हाँ, काजुआ का टैलेंट ही बढ़ा देते हैं जब तक आज। आई थिंक नहीं बढ़ पाएगा, ये चाहिए मेरे को गिल्डेड स्केल, जो कि है नहीं मेरे पास।
To convince him.
एसकेएस भाई मैं यही कर रहा,
Want to become.
क्वेस्ट इवेंट तो बाद में होते रहेंगे। बाकी मेरे को एक सोल्यूशन मिल गया, मैं अपनी आईडी आपको दे सकता हूँ।
Come on, serious suggest.
Well, if it's
मैं
facts
बताऊंगा
and
कैसे।
logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma! Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my...
So what, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kinda lacking. Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatara Suna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Ah, I see. My teacher chose
मुझे
this
लगता है
area of research as a personal
एनीमो
challenge.
कैरेक्टर्स ज्यादा
He
मिलते
said
हैं।
it's difficult to get into because
5-star.
Inazumans don't know much about Tatara Suna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatara Suna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background.
ऐसा नहीं होता
This
क्या?
all started with the discovery of some records in Tatara Suna.
भाई तुम्हारे पास
The
कितने
writings mentioned someone by
5
the
स्टार
name
हैं
of
और आउट ऑफ
Mikoshi
टोटल
Nagamasa,
एनीमो
who
कितने
crafted
बताना.
a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it.
लिटरली मेरे
and
पास
killed his
सारे
servant Katsuragi.
एनीमो 5 स्टार हैं.
Well, no one knows. Apart from the sword maker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens?
Okay.
Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow! Did I get lucky!
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
A puppet?
Mm-hmm.
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
अरे रॉन भाई क्या हाल क्या
No,
चल रहा है
Paimon just meant,
भाई क्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं
how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
ये कौन है
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma
समी
are by no
भाई
means uncommon,
आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट हाँ मेरा
spooky
हो गया था
events
बट
are
मेरे
to
को
be
बाद में पता
expected.
चला
And
कि
that's
मैंने एक
exactly what my
सुमेरु का
book is
क्वेस्ट
about.
छोड़ दिया है
Please, take a look.
रॉन भाई आईपीएल देखते क्या ये कौन पढ़ेगा
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
रॉन भाई पता क्या अभी भी बस थोड़ी देर पहले मेरे को एक 5 स्टार कैरेक्टर मिला है वो भी 5 की पीटी पे
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more
8
creative approach.
5
but
स्टार
I
हैं
think
और
essays
5
should be
एनीमो
grounded
के
in
नाम पे
facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it.
और 5 स्टार
How about
एनीमो के
if
नाम
I
पे
plug the
बस
holes in Sawada's
जीन है
narrative with political
ओह
intrigue? Like, I could put
ऐसा
Turbo
क्या
Orbit-
Wait, you're allowed to just
मेरे
make
साथ
stuff
पता नहीं
up?
ना इंसाफ हो रहा है यार
Pretty sure you
मेरे को
got from
पायरो
essay to
कैरेक्टर चाहिए
essay.
लिटरली
Akaba,
मतलब
look.
एनीमो
Your
कैरेक्टर से
teacher
क्या ही
has
करूंगा मैं
researched this
पत्थरों को
extensively,
उड़ाऊंगा
and I've reached out to everyone I could think of.
और
Whatever
मेरे पास
information we have now is all that there is to know. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything
मतलब
like
देखो
the level you
ऐसे अगर
seem to be
50-50
suggesting,
हारना हो ना इनिशियल
what would
पीटी
we
पे
ever have of finding out
आई एम
the
ओके विद
truth?
इट.
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
जीन बढ़िया है वैसे
Some other stuff to do.
All right, thank you.
देखने में. आई डोंट नो हाउ इट वर्क्स.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it? Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
मेरा तो 70 पिटी जाता है फिर भी हारता हूँ. फिर से 70 पिटी फार्म करना पड़ता है. अभी मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा चुल्लू मच रही थी. मेरे पास 10
See that?
प्रीमोज हो गए थे.
Goodbye! Over there!
विशेष हो गई थी. मैं सोचा ट्राई कर लेते हैं. हटाओ जा रही है.
Balladeer!
Hey
No, he can't get
little.
in. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
हटाओ नहीं थी. हाय तो भाई रेड कलर के कपड़ों में मेरे शोकेस में जाओ. कैरेक्टर है वह बस. एक सेकेंड. ये मैंने क्यों खोला था. श्योर भाई. 90 भाई क्या ओपी कैरेक्टर्स हैं. लेकिन एश्योर भाई पता क्या तुम्हारा शोंगली ओपी है. पता नहीं कैसे तुम्हें लग रहा है कुछ एकदम खतरनाक वाले आर्टिफैक्ट्स मिल रखे हैं. बाल्डीर है अभी. लेकिन भाई वो तो ब्लू कलर के कपड़े पहनता है. रोगुन शेडन है. रोगुन शेडन है आपके पास. ली जोंग है. ईडा नाय. 3 कैरेक्टर लेवल 90 है. बाकी कोई आपने ध्यान भी नहीं दिया. ठीक है ठीक है.
There are leaves around.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida, bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
ओ भाई अच्छा ये कॉस्ट्यूम दूसरा है इसका.
You're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surastana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Ermin's... A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumero would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was...
Ah.
भाई
so
ट्रैवलर
if it
इससे
were up
जीत
to
कैसे
you,
गया यार.
you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you,
अरे
Nahida.
थैंक्स
Don't let him trick you.
डॉन भाई. तुम ही तो सच्चे
It's
दोस्त
not
हो.
every day you see people
रोना आता है
questioning the
मेरे
God
को.
of wisdom's judgment.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the...
Well,
Oh.
I for one have no reason to doubt you.
मैं पता क्या सोच रहा था.
Considering you even struck
ये
a deal with
इनाजुमा
the
से इसलिए
doctor.
इसके कपड़े ब्लू हैं.
Yes.
one in which I gained valuable information.
थैंक यू स्केल भाई.
You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all
काफी सिंपल नहीं है ना, मतलब नाइदा ग्रीन कलर का कपड़ा पहने क्योंकि वो सुमेरु से है, ऑफ कोर्स.
Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's so as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever Well, if the Fatui
भाई
are
इस
gonna
कैरेक्टर के लिए
reevaluate my
मैंने
utility,
इतने अच्छे फार्म
I need
किए
to have a
आर्टिफैक्ट,
backup plan for
एक
myself.
भी ना चला.
as we discussed, I don't like
फ्रूटी पी
causing
रहे हो.
harm to living beings. And you said
फ्रूटी
you
नहीं
need
यार, इसको कुछ
protection.
और कहते हैं. देखो,
So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obvious.
Then let's
मैं
put
अपना
that
रॉन भाई आपको
discussion to the side for now.
बैलेडियर
We still
का
have time. Today can be a trial run.
लीची,
Here we go
यस
for-
लीची,
All right, then I'll do what we
फ्रूटी
agreed.
लीची.
Good. Go now and keep in touch.
मैं भी तुम्हें सारा मुझे का वो दिखा रहा, मेरा बिल्ड
Are you?
Yes.
बहुत कूल
I
सा है,
have
मैं
my
दिखाता हूँ.
reasons for this decision. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
अरे कितनी बात करोगे, मेरे को बिल्ड दिखाने दो.
The amount of information. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information.
Exactly. Or what if? Paimon just doesn't trust him. He's treated us as enemies every time we've run in.
I understand. But sometimes how things will go in the future depends on what information he brings. Our minds have connected. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. I was gonna call. In fact, even though he'll, of course,
नया
I'm here
region
to
कब
help.
आएगा?
Right, great. Prepare yourself.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time.
डोमेन छोड़ना पड़ेगा. भाई क्या बढ़िया जगह है.
Sumeru's at peace now.
That's nice. यहाँ भाग भी नहीं सकते. ये वाला
Look at
क्वेस्ट
that.
ओपी है ना.
Hot on my heels.
एक सेकंड में
You know, you didn't have to cut your
अभी
ketchup short
कोई
just to
रीजन नहीं
keep me
आएगा. कब
company.
तक नहीं आएगा भाई, ऐसे थोड़ी
Oh.
चलेगा.
But I get.
Shut your beak, Jill.
I understand that prisoners.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite
एक
clear
सेकंड में
about something.
स्ट्रीम को रीस्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं.
In a few
और
moments, you'll be
मैं रो
entering
दिया
into
था.
the innermost
ऐसा
region
क्या?
of Irminsul.
ऐसा
It
क्या?
is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences